Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so we will wait a couple more minutes and we'll start.
Okay, let's start. I will invite Vladimir Maslякov.
Vladimir, Zurab, and Nimrod, if possible. Also ping them. Okay, hello everyone. So welcome to our first anniversary call of the Freetown DeFi group. So we have the call number 10 today. So we have quite a big agenda to discuss. And what will happen in the next hour? So first of all, we have the update for the Polkadot bridge roadmap from the Wintex.pro team. So I will give them the word right in a few minutes. Next, Alexander has prepared the Stablecoin Architecture Contest draft, so and he will be presenting it. It's still a draft, but we will do our best to create the contest out of it. We have the discussion for the DEX contest that has finished this Monday, if I'm not wrong. And there are quite a lot of good works, and maybe someone of jurors has already managed to go through them. Then we will discuss, touch a little the Bridge Architecture Contest winners bonus payouts. So Alexei has prepared several additional contests to compensate the extra prizes. And finally, we have the roadmap, implementation roadmap for the Ethereum bridge from the Broxas team. So I'm giving the floor to the Wintex.pro team. Guys, please show us the update.
Okay, thanks. Vladislav, please share access to share screen.
Sure, just a second.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. You can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Hi everyone, and thanks to the community, especially Sergey Shashev and Vladimir Kanin, for their help in updating our roadmap. Feedback is very important to us. Yeah, I would like to show the updated roadmap now. We removed some unimportant things from it and added more clarity. We think so. The first important update, adding a more detailed estimation in tokens, not dollars this time. And second thing,
very good, a good beginning.
yeah. Second thing, as you can see, we have added goals for each milestone, which will help at the stage of delivering the results of the milestone. On the demo, we will show results according to these goals. We start developing with the important task of delivering a simple message like "Hello World" from Freeton to substrate-based blockchain. It's this. And then we implement deposit token tip 3 in Freeton and mine that token ERC20 in the substrate-based blockchain and inversely. In third milestone, we implement the distribution of relay responsibilities for the voting of proposal and begin the economy model implementation. And finally, we implement the economy model with rewards, slashing, and stake for proposals. Then we launch a public canary network for your experiments. We are welcome to participate. Thanks. That's all.
Very good. Just a small question. What is substrate? Is it kind of Polkadot related subsystem?
Oh, sorry. I don't understand.
It's in Milestone 1.
Yeah.
Substrate-based blockchain.
Substrate-based. Why not Polkadot? Yeah.
No. What is substrate? Because
what is substrate? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, substrate. It's a framework for building Polkadot. I think. Actually, it's framework for building blockchains, but it's ready for building parachains for Polkadot.
Oh, okay. That was clear. It's more clear. And will you present some kind of interfaces also at each of milestones? I mean that send simple message from Freeton to substrate-based blockchain. You just maybe describe a bit how you will be presenting this on the demo for better understanding.
For first milestone, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think we can see it only in console.
Yeah, console is also interface.
Yes.
It's the most classic interface out of all, and it still works for most of tasks.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Guys, do you have any questions to Wintex.pro team on this roadmap?
I want to describe a process how we will work with teams who will already implement their architecture in code, and we'll really create bridge not only on the paper. And first of all, for all milestone, we will create review procedures, and our team and maybe some another team, and I hope Mitya too, will review code architecture, how it works, and when we will accept milestone after it, we will pay in tons for milestone without upfront payments, because I think the prices in architecture was good, and it seems like upfront payments in reality, and as a token will be going only after real results. It's first point. Second point, in Milestone, results from Milestone should be testable. Should be testable from another team. If it will be in console, it's okay. But for console, we need some instruction how we can test it, and how we can prove after test that Milestone really done. And I hope that implementation for teams, it will be like compensation fork, because for bridge needs 3-4 months for every bridge, and team from 6 to up to 10 people for implementation it. And real business in bridges, not in development, real business in bridges, in running bridges and earning money from liquidity, what will be transferred from one blockchain to another blockchain. That's all.
Yeah, I will maybe add a few points just on the procedural part. We will need to create proposals for each specific implementation, and fix there the commitment of the team on that the governance agrees to allocate such budget to such team, and we are all okay with the estimation of each step. And this is just a proposal, it's not a contest. And right after, when each step is done, we will be running additional proposals for payouts, confirming that all sub-governance members agree that the delivery is done. So this is on the procedural part, just to make everything on chain and transparent. All right, it seems that no other questions to the Wintex.pro team. Are there any? 3, 2, 1. No, very good. So now we are switching to the next item. Thank you, Wintex.pro team. Thank you, Dmitry. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you
so
very
now we're
much.
switching to the next topic of today's call. It's a Stablecoin Architecture Contest that will be presented by Alexander. Alexander, please.
Hello, everyone. Can I share screen? Yes.
Of course you do.
Okay. But it's still Doesn't work. Do you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Do you? Okay, I start, but it's still.
Yeah, I can share the document.
Doesn't
by
work.
myself. Is that no problem?
Yes, if you can for now.
Sure. Just a second.
Okay, we have draft of document Stablecoin Architecture and Design proposal for some specification. We start. We think to start with this contest period from end of November to middle of December. And guys who want to participate in some context suggest and ask about starting a little bit later, maybe from 1st of December. We can discuss this. Maybe okay, maybe not first. No, it's really now term from 26th of November. It's not so important 28 or 1st of December, okay? Not so big question. Next question that in general description, we describe some types of stable coins that we can, that participants can design. Yes, it's first time like Tether USDT, second like DAI, more or less, and third, this is a new type that we don't have before, but we discuss with some participants who want to participate in this context, that we need to do this contest in more freedom way, because sometimes we can use new possibility of our blockchain with new speed, with dynamic sharding and back of smart contracts, and it's possible to do coin like function or smart contracts. And guys, you really need to look through third item, third point in general description in the end of the first page, and discuss this offer about third type of stable coin. It's something new because that maybe we need to discuss every words here, yes, every phrase. Okay, in motivation, maybe not so many things interesting, but in the end of motivation, we try to explain that this contest is not limited to only to create stable coin that backed to dollars, yes, and it welcomes offer another form of stabilization. It's possible and barrel of oil, a consumer bucket, gold, over precious metal on something else. It's good to do this. In general contest requirement, okay, it's like usually evaluation criteria and winning condition, hard criteria. Guys, we need to really discuss what will be in hard criteria and soft criteria. For example, some items that was in hard criteria for DEX, for example, here in soft criteria. And I'm describe only two hard criteria, and even these criteria, I'm not sure that it is hard criteria. And maybe we don't need so much hard criteria, okay, but your attention on this item, hard criteria and soft criteria. Okay, existing stablecoins problems to be aware of. Here, I ask for your helping to describe stablecoin problems, maybe more. And about rewards, and a little bit different, we need to discuss. We use a little bit more rating for fourth and fifth place. Yes, before we had only 1, 2, 3 and others. Why I added more winners places with different amount of price? Because I think that stable coins maybe contestants can offer many different ways to do stabilization, and many asset what will be backed to stabilize it. For example, one for gold, another for diamond, third for dollars or banknote of $1,000, and it means that maybe it will be harder or it will be more right to do more graduate for this. Let's discuss if you want. And if they finished, one more thing. Okay, and about voting, all items like in our previous contest, only last one. It's my offer, my suggestion, if we can discuss this. I think that score that less than 3 points, according to average score of jury, is considered insufficiently competent and did not pass the competition. We can discuss now or maybe in chat in the future, because last time I saw that some submission was formally need pass, but really they was only for win place and not possible to realize it, to develop it. Because that maybe it's important if it will be 20 and 30 submission, maybe some of that not need to pass, or if it's less, for example, 8, but some of them will be not good. We can discuss. I think this is all, because all overs item like usually not something special.
Okay, thank you, Alexander. So may I start with few comments. So the first one on the period for stablecoin description. So it really depends on what we are going to have as an exit of this contest, and what we will have as an artifact out of it. I personally think that stable coins are much more complex task than, for example, Bridge or DEX, because it involves a lot of economic matters, and it's not worth only to present some idea, but also the most crucial part here is the economic model, proving that this concept is really providing the stability in a certain sense. And I would personally extend the contest. I think 2 weeks period here is mentioned, but I would give 3 or even 4 weeks, because otherwise we will get only partially done concepts without really good economics behind it. And economic model should be the hard criteria in this case, because technical implementation is not that complex here, but it's my personal opinion. Whoa, what's going on? Yeah, and but the economics is much more difficult, because I know this by example because once we were preparing the modeling for a stablecoin-like system, and it took us almost a month just to build models and test it. So my proposal is to extend the period. What do you think?
Extended period, yes. Yes?
Yes, I agree. 3 weeks is good. And it was also some people from the VEX community asked us to extend it to 3 weeks.
Yes,
So let's do.
yes, I am agree too. Add 1 week more for it, and I am agree with Vlad that economical model should be hard criteria, and in ideal case, proposal should have soft commitments from liquidity providers. Because in this way, if some team will go with liquidity providers, this team will really power and able launch stablecoin.
Okay.
Okay. Next point is I 100% agree that we have two common models of stable coins, but there may appear something radically new. The only thing I would just make it a bit broader because there's a lot of text here, and I think the whole idea is quite clear. So we can just reduce some text here. And just give the open proposal for all the participants. So
yes,
they
it's open it.
Yeah, so they can provide something backed from the real world, either fiat currency or metals or something real, or maybe something backed up by other cryptocurrencies. These are two common approaches. Yeah, so just maybe make it shorter in the proposal, because otherwise people will not just go through it. The people don't like to read too much. Yeah, as for motivation, yes, I will just on this stylistics part.
Yes, we can delete some explanation here. Here is much explanation, especially in general description or motivation.
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing here. It's okay with the hard criteria. As for hard criteria, guys, do you think that participants should provide some kind of how to say it, specification? I don't know, for implementation, like we did in DEX and Bridge contests, or is it not a hard criteria for this contest?
In DEX, readiness to participate in the implementation was soft criteria.
No, readiness to participate, I would not put this as a hard criteria, because we could have lots of good ideas, and this contest is to collect ideas first of all. And if we oblige people to participate in the implementation, they may not have teams, but they have very, very bright ideas. But I agree with Sergey that if guys will bring some liquidity providers with them, it will be a huge plus to the proposal.
We put it in soft criteria, but as huge plus, yes?
Yeah.
How do you think? Yeah, okay.
As for governance mechanism, I totally agree. So we need something in a free-tone way, a decentralized thing. So maybe it should be specifically put that it's a decentralized governance mechanism, just to avoid something that already exists. Because even for fiat-based stable coins, you remember that as we discussed previously, the huge problem is how to verify that it's truly backed up, and who takes the decision on the volume and whatever. on all the parameters of the system. So I propose to add the word decentralized governance mechanism. What do you think?
I think that it's will be huge plus who offer decentralized mechanism, but because we don't forbid development of like USDT mechanism in jurisdiction, yes, with another mechanism, maybe with banks, with some centralized things. There are maybe not possible to have this decentralized DAO mechanism, because of that I think it's soft criteria, not hard, because of this only.
Well, maybe. Guys, what do you think?
Yes, I'm going to make it soft criteria, but team who will go to us with central bank mechanics should be bank.
I can put these words.
Okay, minimum. We need to have EMEA and some other licenses. I know that some guys now governments have a lot of friends in this industry, and and maybe some of them.
Really, I agree with this. Yes, because it's very easy to do some submission where you said, okay, it will be some banks in Europe or maybe in another country.
No, submission from Concurrent Bank. And and from guys with from top management from this bank.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, and also they should prove that the collateral for the stable coin can be easily verifiable by anyone. So let's put this as a challenge for them, because otherwise we will face the same issue as with Tether, who cannot really prove that the USDT is fully backed up by the collateral. Okay. I remember that Nimrod put a bit more stablecoin problems than the three. Is Nimrod with us?
Was as minimum.
No, he isn't here.
No.
I think we should have a personal call with him.
Yes. For sure, we need to check this versus him, because he knows a lot about stablecoins, about the problems, and he.
Yes, I chatted with him this morning and asked him to help for this. Maybe he's
very good.
busy now because he didn't answer yet.
Okay, as for rewards, I would even put more than 10 places, in fact, because I think that stablecoins is such a topic where you can afford to have a lot of ideas and reward these ideas with outputs even maybe up to 25 to 30 places. Just gradually decreasing the reward.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Haven't anybody considered to deprioritize stablecoin contest with regard to a lending platform like Compound, as we can use Ethereum Bridge to use existing stablecoins in ERC20 format for the first period of time, and channel our resources more on like higher level applications.
Yeah,
so
but
my idea is to use ERC20 USDT, USDC DAI bridge to Freeton as a stable coins for the first period of time, and concentrate our our attention to lending?
Yes, Ignat, sure. When we will complete Ethereum bridge and first stablecoin in Friton will be from Ethereum, of course. But for real powerful network, we need to run our custom stablecoin with different mechanics. Because we like Friton cannot depend only from value another network. And teams who will implement economic mechanics and technical mechanics, we will do it during some months.
Yeah, I wanted to add as well a couple points that first of all, this is not implementation, but it's only architecture and design, and we are kind of crowdsourcing ideas for stablecoins. And Ethereum stablecoins and bridge it's one of ideas, and we want to get as many ideas as possible. And the reason for this is, for instance, if we move to DEX implementation, it's interesting because in DEX implementation, there were several submissions with different ideas about stablecoins, but we want to further develop these ideas into something practical, which may be used by community later. So I wouldn't, it's not a big concern about timing here, because right now we're just doing the crowdsourcing of ideas, but not the implementation phase. And we can, for instance, as a result of this contest, decide that we postpone implementation till a later stage, for example, when we have a DEX implementation. It might be the results of this contest. So we can't say for sure right now. We need to go with it to get ideas and decide.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would add that Friton really needs its own liquidity that doesn't depend on any other blockchain, like Sergey said. And stablecoin is a very good way to lock this liquidity within the system. The only way is how to govern it, and it's one of the crucial points. That's why it's on the hard criteria here. Guys, do you think that extending the number of places is okay? Are you fine with it? Hello? Say something. Say yes.
No, total amount the same. Yes, a little bit more. Or you think maybe need more, maybe 15 or 20?
I think 25 places is more than enough. So, and we will get a lot of attention here because a lot of people are putting these requirements on the forum and on the other contests. So everyone is interested in the stablecoin contest.
Yes, but I'm afraid that if we will increase places, we will get a lot of theoretical works without liquidity, without technical, without teams, yes. And it will be like essay about stablecoins or about Friton. Essay have and we have a lot of people in community who can create memes or essay on another big value product. But in this sub-government
creative product. Let's
yes,
call it like
yes,
this.
yes. I want to see only team who can implement it. Who
yeah,
can
but,
implement and who can in this contest. It's not only about implementation; it's about liquidity too. I think that 10 places is okay for it.
In this case, what we can do is the idea that Alexander proposed. We can say that you get your place only if you get more than n score. So I mean more than 4 points based on the jurors' vote. And also, I think if we don't want to see SS here or another proposals on roping existing stable coins and just transferring them to the Friton, so we just need to put this directly on the contest specification. That such works will be rejected. That's it. Dot. So we do 10 places. and or we do more places but restrict it stricter?
I think 10 places is okay for this contest.
Okay. In this case, let it be 10 places. Will we then go for this point when we accept only works that get more than 4 points? My opinion is that it's a good proposal because it will help us to filter out the works that do not really provide the value.
Yes, but formally they have all, but very theoretic and very not deep, like some.
Yeah, I agree. So
read DAI and white paper and put some text from DAI, and they try to be really appreciate with contest. Yes, every item. Okay, this criteria. Okay, put in documents and nothing more. No liquidity, not possibility to implementation, not something new. No, not use 5 free tokens. Yes, I think maybe it's not so bad idea.
yeah, I agree. What do you think, guys? I consider the silence as yes.
Like you do
okay.
it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
Yes, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you very much, Alexander. This is a really good work. I would just work a bit on the brevity and on the more hard criteria, like we don't accept works that only propose to just use raw tokens or purely theoretical without clear understanding on how to implement this. But we will just do this in a rational way, and I hope that we will be able to publish it on forum this week.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Alexander. So we are moving to the next topic. It's a DEX contest. So I want to say that it's really now a bestseller of the Freeton DeFi group because it's got the biggest number of submissions to date. If I'm not wrong, it's something like 10 submissions. I have already started to go through them, and some of them are really deep and really interesting. And I just want to ask you if anyone else had opportunity to go through these submissions. Maybe you can share some of your opinions.
I started to go through the submissions too, and I agree with you. As minimum, 2 very good and deep, and one, for my opinion, not so good. Others, good, good, and we need to really time to read it. I think if we will not have 3 or 4 days, it will be too hard to read and put a score without really understanding for what purpose you put 10 or 1. It means that jury start to read already, and I start from tomorrow, go deep through these documents. It's my recommendation.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, because the works are quite thorough and they're big. So please do not leave it to the last day of the voting period, because otherwise you'll not be able simply to process them. By the way, you have 6 plus something days left for voting. So this is more than enough to go through all the works in a really just not that fast, but to look deep through them and give your opinion on that.
Enough if you work on the weekend. If you're not, you need to start tomorrow.
Yes, Yes, absolutely. And by the way, this is the last contest where only the initial jury members can vote. Starting from the next contest, even from the additional proposal on additional rewards for bridge architecture contests, new jurors will be able to vote too. So this is the peculiarity of how the system works. Okay, very good. Now we are coming to the bonus payouts to Bridge Architecture Contest winners. So I want to really say thanks to Alexei, who has prepared lots of contests. Unfortunately, I just managed to go deep through them only this morning, and I made some amendments. So Alexei, maybe you will say a couple of words about what you did.
Actually, I added your amendments to other proposals and except one section, submission. So I wrote this content does not require any submissions because because you don't want to make bureaucracy because of bureaucracy, and I am on your side, and I wanted to take PDF from the contest. It's only 5 PDF, and I know wallets of the participants, they're the same, so I will just put 5 these submissions to new contest, and I don't want to bother participants to do the same work again as you wanted. So because of this, I wrote this content does not require any submissions, but I will do this instead of a participant. So I want to keep my version of submission text, and everything else I split to the whole context proposal.
Yes, thank you. And I had to change this point because otherwise it would still be untransparent from where the results has appeared. Because if we don't take the voting in Telegram as a result, so we cannot refer to them in the proposal as well. And that's why we formally have to ask all the participants of these contests to submit for this specific contest with the same document that they published to the original one. And then jurors will be voting if this or that submission is well eligible for additional reward. Okay, so I think that I will help you publish.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but we don't have to ask participants to resubmit the same.
No, we should. We should. We should, no, because it's we cannot do this on their behalf because we are not entitled to.
Jury members will evaluate existing submissions from the previous contest, so
how?
It will be the same submissions.
You need to have you need to have submissions published on the governance interface. You will not be able to vote.
So I will put the same submissions from old contest to new ones. So the same three submissions from contest of Ethereum, I will put to two new contests, and I will take 3 submissions from 2 submissions from.
I personally don't think it's a good idea to publish submissions on behalf of the contestants. It's better rather to contact them and ask to do this themselves, because otherwise it will be, like Mita said, the violation of our, how he named it. I forgot these words, but it's a violation of our permissions as the governance and the jury to submit. So we cannot do that for guys, because in the ultimate case, it's them who should be interested in this. And that's what I stressed last time. That's why I think that all the process is really complex now. But okay, I will help to publish the contest, and we will to contact all the participants to publish the submissions again.
Okay, great.
Okay, very good. So we are moving to the next point. Where is it? Okay, so it's the Ethereum bridge implementation roadmap. So is Sergey Patechin with us? Yes, he is.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Sergey, please. Tell
Okay,
us,
let me
about the
share
roadmap.
my. So let's begin. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the roadmap of the Ethereum free-tone bridge. As you know, we have already win the contest. It was for us the first milestone, which began in the early of October. We have created the general architecture, researched a lot of things about the general implementation of the bridges in another networks. Also tried to merge it with the free-tone technical specifics. We have created the general mechanics for relay rewards, the relay voting, and also some security issues. So after that, after we have won the contest, we have moved to the second milestone, which is the current milestone. It is the active development. So in general, the all development can be split into two sections: the relay software and the smart contracts. So this is in the active development by the Broxus team. We are planning to finish it in the end of December. The relay software, the smart contracts for the both Ethereum and the free-tone. Also, we're planning to give all the documentation for the technical parts, also for the regular users who are planning to use the bridge, and for any project who are planning to integrate with our bridge. So after that, after we finish the development, we're going to launch, of course, the bridge. It will happen in the end of December, I hope. So at the first time, it won't be really decentralized. Probably we won't have much relays, but I think we will discuss it one more time a little bit later. The first experiment with the Ethereum free-tone bridge, as Vlad's already said, will be the ERC20 cross-chain transfers. So, for example, the stable coins from the Ethereum will be available on the free-tone, such as DAI, Tether, USDC, and so on. So after the first launch and the first fixing phase, the last milestone will begin in the February of 2021. We will make the bridge as decentralized as possible. To do this, we will add much more relays. Probably some of you guys will join us. Also, we will discuss it later. And we are planning to integrate as much projects as possible. So we will do all the help to the third-party projects to move them from the Ethereum to the free-tone in a decentralized way. As you see, in total, all the milestones will cost 170,000 tons. And I think at the February, the bridge will be already stable and usable. Thank you.
Thank
So
you,
now,
Sergey.
I see now call some guys from Polkadot team who will implement too. Documentation is a very important part because now one of Achilles heel in Freetown is documentation, and with good documentation we will be able to start work with DeFi different project. And this project, I think we will be one of the first testers of this bridge. I know that in Polkadot there are a lot of different DeFi projects, and I hope that Team Bridge will attract some of them.
Very good. And by the way, I want to stress that it's already, the implementation is already in progress, and a lot of components are almost done for the first delivery. So that's why there is a first deadline is in November. So, what do you think, guys? So we want to hear your opinion too. Okay, no comments, that's good. It means everything is fine. Okay, so we have Daniel Peled from DeFi.org joined us today. So he wants to say a few words about the progress on the roadmap. So Daniel, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry for joining a bit late from my side. Really, it's just a short update. I've been having a conversation with different members within the Tone community and a lot of good feedback. One of our main efforts since the previous call was really to continue the conversation with some strategic partners. The way we envision the accelerator is really to push DeFi ecosystem as a whole. And I think the best way to do that is really to create the connection and composability between the leading blockchain infrastructures. So we've been having very meaningful conversation also within the Tone community, but also with other leading infrastructures. And I think that we'll be able to go live with the initial projects that they will already have an incentive in regards to their governance token within multiple pools, within multiple blockchain infrastructures. And I think that would be a great differentiator and a great strength compared to some of the projects we see today within DeFi. So it's a very short update, but I just wanted to say that I think as we are doing this collaboration within Tone, I think that if we'll be able to go live with additional 1-2 strong blockchain infrastructures, in addition to Ethereum, obviously, that will be a great success, and that's what we're aiming for. And I think the PR and the reach and the recognition and everything that we're trying to do will be much more effective. So I can't share too much, but I think that in the near future, there will be a lot to share, and I'm quite excited about this.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Do you think that you will be able to present some kind of roadmap by the next call to visualize just something, some steps in the partnership or collaboration? How we name this here?
Yes. My goal is just to finalize these 2-3 strategic partnerships to get them on board. We're doing this part, I would say, a little bit under the radar until we're able to talk about it publicly. But definitely, I think that regarding our discussion, presenting how I see the synergy and how project will be able to benefit the Freetown network, I can do that on a presentation. If not on the next call, definitely the one after that.
Okay, very good. Sounds really good. Guys, any questions? 3, 2, 1. No. Thank you, Daniel, for joining us. I know that you're a really busy man and your time is precious. And that's a double thanks to you that you managed to join the call and give us a short update.
No problem.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel.
Okay, I think that's pretty it. And so we managed to do through all the agenda. And now if any one of you has some additional points to discuss, so feel free.
I want to add one point. When we start with subgovernance, we have 7 members on call, now 20. And I hope that after first launches and bridges with liquidity and first DeFi projects in production, we will have more. Extremely more.
And we have 159 members in our Freeton DeFi group already. And that means that behind 7 initial members and plus 20 jurors, it means that there are more than 100 people who are interested in the DeFi topics and already igniting the discussion within the group, which is, I think, is really, really good. And I invite all of you to just join the discussions and maybe raise some topics additionally, just to make our Telegram group a bit more live. What do you think? Okay, I consider this is yes. Yes, Alex.
Vladislav, can I have a couple of words with you just after this meeting?
Sure.
Okay, then I will speak you.
Okay, in this case, I consider our anniversary call finished. So thank you everyone for attending and have a nice day.
Thank you, guys. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.